So I was in the middle of trying to get the plant height that I typed in into the field so that we can actually see it. This line here takes the number that we've typed in and puts it into the storage location, and this line here takes what's in the storage location and puts it into the field, this one here, so that I can actually see it. And this is quite often a point of confusion for people, is putting numbers in the storage location sort of behind the scenes in RAM, and then taking what's in RAM in the storage location and putting it into the fields on the card, the sort of front end for the user, so that they can actually see the contents of the RAM storage locations. Now if I just leave this the way it is, the word into means that the plant heights will overwrite each other as they go. Let's just see that happening. So I'm going to say I've got 3 plants. The height of number 1 is, say, 45. And there it goes. And 34, it's overwriting them, and 11. And the averages come out at 30. If I want to make the text a bit bigger on this field here, text formatting, and I'll just make it 24 or something, just so that I can see it. So what I would like to have happen is to put the plant height and then have them go after what's there before. So I'm going to go after, oops, I'm in caps locks, after. So they should go one after the other. Now if I do that, they will literally go one after the other on that row there. So I'm going to put plant height and the return character, just so that it'll press return after each one. Let's just see that happen. So I'll go find the average height, 3 plants, plant 1, let's say 23. Now the thing is, the 11 was still there from the previous go round. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this initialized total, I'm going to take that out, and just have an initialize handler. So that I'm going to put 0 into the storage location total, and I'm going to put empty into field ID, and I think this one down here is 106, so let's try that, 106. And I'm also going to put empty into field ID 1013, and that way, let's just apply those changes. Oh, I've got a problem there. That's because the name of the handler needs to be at the bottom there. So, right, so off we go. Find the average height, and you see the first thing that happens is that these fields go empty. And I'm going to do, let's do 4 plants this time. Height of plant 1, let's say 12, and there it's gone in the field, 23, 45, and 10. And then it told me the average. And another thing I could do just to make it look a little nicer is in here where I put the plant height into the field, I can use my value of counter the way I did up here. I'm just going to take that out. I'm going to adjust that so it says, and just didn't like that colon coming before the word, the counter value. So down here I'm going to say put counter, that's my counter value, and a colon and a space after it, and then the plant height, and that way I should be able to see the numbers coming out. So I'll just do that. So let's have 4 plants. Plant 1 is 23, plant 2, plant 3, and let's say plant 4, and the average is 33.75.